Hello everybody, and this is Dr. Corey King from AskDrKing.com, and you may notice that somebody very beautiful is missing from today's video. Well, today's tip is going to be a little different because today is a tough day for Natasha, which is going to be very, very familiar for those who may be battling an autoimmune disorder like Hashimoto's disease, or dealing with Epstein-Barr virus, or heck, just dealing with mold toxicity, since this is what this 5-part series is about. So today is really going to be about relaxation, but more importantly, recovery. So for the last few days, Natasha has been getting her injections done. So we've mentioned this in some other videos, but she gets these injections done almost daily, and they can take anywhere from 2 to 5 hours. These things, they drip into her, so it takes time depending on what is actually going into her body. She's getting these drips to help her body detoxify from the black mold, but also at the same time to boost up her immune system. But when you're doing that, it can really take its toll physically and emotionally on the body. So today is one of those days, unfortunately, where she's actually been resting all morning. It took her a while to just even get out of bed this morning. And then she did her coffee enemas, and now she's actually at the doctor's office getting another drip done. So I told her, don't worry, babe. I'll cover today's video. We will follow up with her 5th tip on how she's beating or overcoming these conditions. But today was just a tough day, and that's what's going to happen to patients like yourselves that have an autoimmune condition or are dealing with anything similar to what Natasha's dealing with. You may overdo it during the week, and it kind of is what happened a little bit with Natasha because she was feeling so good. She was getting her drips done this week, and yesterday she was go, 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 go. So she did this big dinner last night, kind of like a pre-Thanksgiving dinner. She was in the kitchen for hours, and she just wore herself out. So you patients are going to need to find recovery time. And that's what my tip for you is going to be today, is recovery. When we were racing triathlon really heavily the past few years, our 4th discipline in triathlon was recovery. So that was something that our coach taught us. So not only are you swimming and are you biking and you're running, but if you're not recovering, it doesn't matter how hard you're training for those other 3 disciplines, you're not going to be able to perform your best when it comes time for game time, for the race. So it's the same thing with you and even myself. A lot of us were go, 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 go all throughout the week. And then sometimes we are just so exhausted on the weekend that we can't even do anything. So what I'm going to encourage you to do today, and this kind of ties into our first challenge. Our first challenge was just to take 5 minutes of your day and to just get away from sounds, get away from telephones, computers, children, dogs, whatever it may be. And we wanted you just to sit in silence. Now, what I'm going to encourage you to do is try to plan in a little recovery time. So for some of you that may be really busy with your children, ask your spouse maybe on the weekend, say, honey, do you mind taking care of the kids and just letting me get a couple extra hours rest in bed? Maybe you just want a couple hours to where you can read a book, you can throw on some Netflix, but something where you're just relaxing and you're not so hustle and bustle, because it's really hard on the body to recover when it's always stressed to the max and going at 100 miles an hour. So my tip today is going to be incorporate recovery into your healing program, because without it, you're going to run yourself down. And what's going to happen is you're going to have some really good days and you're like, oh man, I'm kicking behind. And then so you start overdoing it because you haven't felt this good in a while. And then a couple of days later, it's like, boom, it kind of just hits you on your butt again. So if we can incorporate some recovery, or at least slow down some of the activities that you're doing during the week, that's going to make your healing journey a lot easier for you. So, take it from us. It happens to the best of us. Tasha, tough day for her today. Sometimes I'm guilty of working till 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. I get excited about what I'm doing and I don't get enough sleep and I feel crummy for the next day or two. So it doesn't just happen to you, it happens to us. And we're the ones telling you not to let it happen to you. So plan that recovery. We're going to do a better job, especially for Natasha, as we've really ramped up these injections for her because we're trying to speed this process up. But now we're going to do a little better job of what we saw happen to her this week. we're just going to incorporate the recovery for her a little bit more into her healing journey. So I encourage you to do the same thing. Make sure to check her video out. It'll be coming out this weekend on her 5th tip, and I'll let her describe all of that to you. So have a fantastic Friday. Make it worthwhile and enjoy this healing process, because it is a process, but it should also be fun. So we'll see you on the next video.